Jess.
Shell.
How you doing?
Hey, wonderful.
Happy
I love
holidays.
your Christmas sweater.
Okay.
And you're on the nice list.
We have a
Congratulations.
naughty and a nice, and I usually do the naughty, but I'm gonna, and I can't,
Today
it's
it
too hot
matches.
for my Santa hat, but
Nice.
I have
Cute.
it.
I didn't
This,
coordinate. I just wore pink, whatever was right there.
it's all good. It's all good. But anyway, so we were just gonna jump on and kind of just quick recap of 2024. I keep wanting to say 2023.
What year is this again?
Wait, I know. I'm like, woo, 2024, and then maybe just a quick what we're looking forward to in the new year.
Yeah.
So do you want to go first?
Yeah. Well, here's the one thing that I really figured out this year is with my ADHD, like I don't remember things. Like life happens and all these wonderful things happen, but I'm always focused on the future and like what's going to happen next instead of looking back and reflecting on what happened.
Okay.
So I think I really need to spend time. That would be probably one of my goals is to spend time reflecting on this past year, what worked, what didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because and I think it's Christmas time and it's been very quiet the last couple weeks for me. So when it gets really quiet, it's all of a sudden like, is that it? Am I done?
Am I done? I think I'm done.
I'm done?
Anyone? No, no. Okay.
And then January, I have a couple little things, but they're like in the middle of January.
Yeah, you're right. The next
Will
year.
you be available?
Right.
Oh,
Same.
let me check my schedule. I
Yeah.
can squeeze you in.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I know, right? I totally understand that. Yeah.
I don't want to be like, yes.
Well, and also, I don't know about for you, but like anything that's coming in from like at least from December 1st on, most of that is going to be paid in next year's tax year. So
Right.
like really no November 30th, you're kind of like that's what, your year, right? A few people pay quicker, but in general, yeah.
And this is the month, like last month and this month, it's following up with everybody who hasn't paid yet and just like, hey,
just close out the year.
Just a reminder. Because I think that they want to get their books closed and everything for the year too. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. How about you?
Let's see, 2024, really quick. As you know, and I think I shared in our last video, it was a tough year for me from a lot of like personal things, like some major physical things. You want to see my lack of front tooth in our past video, go back to that.
Right.
I shared a picture looking so cute. And it's blushing. And
for someone with ADHD, I'm just
oh my
like,
God. I know. I gotta
I'm watching it cycle through all of its
someone with retina
things.
issues, major retina issues, where I see a strobe and all the time, that bugs me out every once in a while because I'm like, oh no, I gotta go to my retina doc. You know what I mean? It's freaking me out. So
Yeah.
I don't know. This was supposed to be festive, but it's actually anxiety ridden. So I'm gonna shut that off. It's just very hard to shut it off. Kind of like when Truett tried to turn yours on. It's like it goes through multiple things. So I'm not even gonna.
Right. And if you push a button, it could just be like this the whole time.
It makes it worse. Yeah. So just gonna forget that. And I also have this lovely 3D model of my mouth.
That's a keeper.
That one's going on the mantle. That one's gonna be, yeah. But so it was, to be honest, I'm like surprised with everything I dealt with this year that I still was able to like do okay, voiceover. It was definitely a little bit of a down year, but I still, still did okay. Pretty good. And but a little like, okay, that's definitely down from the previous year. And then 2025, I don't know. I guess I'm hoping it'll be a better year from the personal stuff, and just trying to be hopeful and also try to kind of, I don't know, go into it with like a different mindset and maybe trying to do some different things. Like I've kind of done similar thing for a long time in my career, and like I don't change that up too much. So I feel like to push me out of it a little, I might do some things that change it up a little. And I'm not sure what that looks like yet, but just some like, if I usually zip, I'm going to zap, or, like certain like, and also kind of like get rid of like, oh, I don't want to write to this, blah, blah, blah. Cause I feel like they're not even going to look. I'm going to be like, I don't care. Yeah, I'm going to write to you. Like, I'm going to try to be like, not care as much in that sense. I mean, I care about everything so much, but not care like, whatever. They don't want to deal with me. That's not, you know what I mean? Yeah, like send and
send it
forget kind of
and
thing.
then
Yeah.
follow up. Yeah.
So try to be more like bold, I guess. Is that the word? Bold.
Yeah.
That's the
Bold,
plan.
disciplined.
We'll see how that works. That's
Yeah.
my plan. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that would be fun too, maybe in a different session, is just you and I talking and just kind of pull out those ideas and what do you think you could implement that wouldn't feel so bold but that would be bold?
Yeah.
Because if it's too bold, it's going to be really hard for you to like, forget
It'll
it.
feel inauthentic. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what's going to be sustainable for you and
Yeah.
be really specific about
Your version of bold. Go ahead.
your
Specific.
version of bold. Yeah.
Mhm.
And be very specific about how many people are you going to reach out to? What does success look like?
Yeah.
What is that goal that you're going for?
Yeah.
Being really specific about
Yeah. Yeah. So that's
process.
my plan for next. That's my plan. We'll see.
Nice.
I mean, hopefully we'll be able to do some more of these shows, little pop-up ones, different topics. I have a few topics I definitely want to talk about that I
Yep.
think would be helpful um for people. And maybe you and I even have somebody on and like kind of coach them through some reads or
Yeah.
something. I know you had mentioned
How
that
about
before.
yeah, how about if someone's interested, if you're watching this and you just want either a read and we can just give you feedback if you don't mind coming on live, or if you're curious about the business part of things, or
Mhm.
we can, Michelle, you and I can help coach them through and like have, I think the end of the show, we would come away with a strategic plan and action points that they could take with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Ask Jess and Shell.
Ask Jess and Shell.
There you go. I think
Maybe
that
we'll
would be
get
fun.
I
We're
think
not,
so too.
yeah,
And so I guess we don't know if anybody's interested unless they say, "Hey, I'm
yeah,
interested."
yeah, reach out because
Yeah,
we could, we would record it. Obviously, we wouldn't charge you anything and we would get some insights, maybe, maybe not. And, but again, anytime you do something like that, put yourself out there, whatever, people learn from that. So I think that's a positive
absolutely.
thing
And it's learning both ways too,
for
right?
sure. Mhm.
Because there's so many things that I can learn from someone who's just starting out because it is a little bit different environment than when I started,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
and it's just a different
Jess
perspective.
and I have been around a minute.
I've been around for a while.
I was a founding member of, no, I was a member of Voice 123 in 2006.
Ooh,
I mean, that's almost 20 years. That's stupid.
wow.
That's crazy.
2006.
Hmm.
Wow. I had
Yeah.
my daughter in
I'm like,
2007.
you were
She's
like, I was born
graduating
in
high school.
2004.
Born
You're like, I'm not that much younger
as a
than Michelle.
toddler, yeah. No?
How old?
No, I was not a toddler, I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying which child was born in that around that
My
time?
oldest, Callie,
Oh,
she's a
wow.
senior this year, so she 2007 is when she was born, so
Wow.
she's gonna be 18 this year.
That's crazy. Wow.
I know.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, reach out. I think our contacts everywhere, literally everywhere.
Well, say your email. Just say jessica@jessicalewisvoice.com.
Michelle at michellefalanga.com.
There,
There it is.
no excuse.
Yes. So,
Yeah, but yeah, I think it would be really fun to have someone on and then just
yeah,
talk and coach through because there's so many things to learn. And it's always fun. I love watching videos or especially podcasts, listening to those just
yeah,
those old
yeah. And like we also, if you look
tips.
back at an old episode, we did an improv one, and Jess and I did some improv exercises, and that was also good because it kind of gets you out of your like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm going to read like this, and then you're like, nope, read like a romance novel, read like we kind of throw you different
that
things.
would be fun.
Yeah,
And you're
and
and
then
you're amazing at improv, so I think that you can see a lot of things. You could give a lot of tips on how to be better at improv.
well, it's a good way to play and like kind of get out of your head of like, oh, this is how I'm going to read this. It's like, no, you're not. You're going to do what I what I ask you to do, which is also good for being directed in a live session because you come in with this. I mean, it's good to come in with an idea of your own for sure, but it's also you got to be directable and you need to be able to be like, okay, didn't think we were going intense. I thought we were going really happy and smiley and you want intensity, we're going to do intensity, and like, so we could play with that maybe as a separate, kind of a coach thing, or we could do an improv one or incorporate that into the one, but either way, That'd be
Yeah,
fun to do.
I think we're
So,
just exploring ideas.
yeah, totally.
We'd love to hear your
Totally.
ideas too, if you'd like to hear
Right.
something else. And I know there's a couple interviews too that we could be doing, reaching out to some other people too, and just getting their expertise and sharing that
Yeah.
as well.
That's some of the stuff that I was saying. I have some ideas for a few pop-up
Yeah.
shows for the new year. So we appreciate you watching, and I guess happy holidays.
Happy holidays,
It's
Merry Christmas. Have a
happy
wonderful.
Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, or if you
I know
don't
I don't have
celebrate,
the list. It's yes.
happy, yeah,
I guess
happy,
that's why happy holidays is like
I
whatever,
know.
however you celebrate.
I feel very, I think people get funny about that. I feel like I want to say that. I don't want to assume I know what you celebrate. Like, to me, that's like, that just incorporates everything. Obviously, I celebrate Christmas, but like, that doesn't mean everybody does. And so somebody I
Right.
know celebrates Christmas, I'm going to say Merry Christmas. But what
Yeah.
is the harm in saying Happy Holidays? Like, I just think that's funny when people get offended by that. I'm like, either way, like offended, even, if I was Jewish and someone said Merry Christmas, I would
Merry
just be like,
Christmas.
they didn't know, it's fine.
Right.
Like
Right.
and
Exactly.
none of that bothers me. I'm more just like, you know, just
Yeah. It's
goodness, right?
better than have a great
Better than don't even,
Tuesday.
I'm not even gonna look at you.
Have a great
So
Wednesday.
happy everything, everybody. And yeah, we just appreciate you. And I
Yeah.
appreciate you, Jess.
I appreciate you too, Shell.
So
It's good to finally catch up. And I do like your lights. I'm not sure if you need to keep
I
those
need
up
to
there.
shut them. I need to shut them down.
It
Shut
keeps
her
me
down.
paying attention.
Okay. Thank you
All
for
right.
watching.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye. Happy New Year.